In Macbeth, Act 2, Scene 2, the tension reaches a new height as Macbeth returns after murdering King Duncan. Lady Macbeth has been anxiously waiting for him, as she has laid out the plan and prepared everything for the murder. The scene reveals the immediate aftermath of the crime, showing how both Macbeth and Lady Macbeth react to the horrific act they've committed, and how it begins to affect their minds and emotions. The scene opens with Lady Macbeth standing in the hallway, on edge and worried about whether Macbeth will complete the murder without any issues. She has drugged the guards outside Duncan's room to make sure they won't wake up, which has left them sleeping so soundly they appear almost dead. She reveals her determination and ruthlessness when she mentions that she would have killed Duncan herself if he hadn't resembled her father as he slept. This line shows that, despite her fierce nature, she still has a small human vulnerability. Soon, Macbeth enters, visibly shaken and carrying the blood-stained daggers he used to kill Duncan. His hands are covered in blood, symbolizing the weight of what he has just done. He is horrified and speaks in a dazed manner, showing that the reality of murder has hit him hard. Macbeth reveals that he heard strange noises while he was killing Duncan, such as someone laughing and another saying, "Murder." He interprets these sounds as signs of guilt, reflecting his inner turmoil. Macbeth's guilt and fear overwhelm him as he recalls hearing a voice say, "Sleep no more." Macbeth does murder sleep. This line symbolizes the idea that Macbeth has destroyed his own peace and innocence by killing Duncan in his sleep. He believes that he will never again be able to sleep peacefully, haunted by his actions. Lady Macbeth, on the other hand, tries to keep him calm and focused. She scolds him for thinking too much about the act and tells him that dwelling on it will drive him mad. Lady Macbeth notices that Macbeth is still holding the bloody daggers, which were supposed to be left with the sleeping guards to frame them for the murder. But Macbeth, too disturbed and fearful to go back, refuses to return to the scene. Frustrated, Lady Macbeth takes the daggers from him and goes back to place them with the guards herself, showing her own bravery and resolve. She also smears Duncan's blood on the guards to make them appear guilty. While Lady Macbeth is away, Macbeth is left alone and begins to spiral into guilt and paranoia. He looks at his bloody hands and wonders if they will ever be clean again. He feels that no amount of water could wash away the blood, as if the stain on his hands will last forever. This symbolizes the permanent guilt he will carry for his crime. When Lady Macbeth returns, her hands are also stained with blood, but she remains much calmer and tells Macbeth that, "A little water clears us of this deed," as if the guilt can simply be washed away. She urges Macbeth to put on his nightgown so that they look like they've been sleeping, preparing them to act innocent. The scene ends with a loud knocking at the door, which startles them both and symbolizes the beginning of consequences they will face for their actions. Macbeth is horrified by every sound, while Lady Macbeth remains composed and tells him to pull himself together. Despite her outward strength, this knocking foreshadows the beginning of their psychological unraveling. In summary, Act 2, Scene 2 reveals the immediate effects of King Duncan's murder on Macbeth and Lady Macbeth. Macbeth is overwhelmed by guilt, fear, and horror, while Lady Macbeth tries to control the situation with her practical and cold approach. This scene highlights the contrast between their characters and shows how the act of murder begins to unravel.